for the live stream on Rumble, so I figured I'd hop on live here because I've been doing that recently and it's been going well. So I figured I would just move some things over and got the new Trigicon MRO SD that's getting released. Those just came in, so I will be putting them. I just put them on one of these guns. I can't show you, unfortunately, because we're on YouTube. But just got that one in, and it's pretty sweet. I like it. I like it a lot. Usually we're gonna try to stay on track on chat this time, because usually chat gets a little carried away and I'm unable to keep up with it. But we're gonna do our best to stick with it today. But hope you guys are having a good weekend. We got a handful of new things coming out. We were supposed to do a release on a new product last week. They pushed it back, so that's gonna be coming probably here in a week or so. About to give you guys updates on that. Some new guns coming out here shortly. Got some new optics in. But as of right now, that's where we're at. Let me check out this text real quick. So if you guys have any questions, throw them in here. I will answer them. I gotta grab this table real quick and get this set up for the live stream. I was probably gonna go live tomorrow, but we ended up having a tree fall in our backyard. It took out 3 other trees, so we got 4 trees that got taken out. So I have to cut those down tomorrow morning. So did not have a chance. I will not have a chance to do that tomorrow like I wanted to. So we're gonna do it today. And I've got a couple suppressors I need to go pick up today and get that started, because you guys are probably confused because you can see me, or you can hear me, but you can see me. I had a couple new suppressors that I need to pick up. All right. So for those of you who haven't seen my portable streaming setup, this thing is awesome. So I'm gonna lift it up here on the table so you guys can see it. This is my portable streaming setup. So this is a Condition 1 case, and I have my mixer, got my mics. We got 3 different mics for the podcast, so when we have guests or whatnot on, we can do that. We've got an ATM Mini, and then we got like all our cables and stuff, which I usually have these separated, but I did them all in one last time apparently. Oh, I couldn't be that lucky, could I? Would love to just peel one off. I'm probably gonna have to peel them all to get it. But this is my portable setup because I wanted something. Oh, nice, sweet. It did all come off one. I wanted to have something that I could take with me places if needed to. And because of the way this room is set up and everything, I don't have the room to be able to dedicate a live stream setup yet. We're looking at building something to be able to do that, but as of right now, I just have to set up every time, which is actually incredibly annoying. Like, I need to figure something out for the live streams and stuff. Hi, nice case, thank you, I love it. Hey bro, you have a Mauser. No, I do not have a Mauser. But yeah, the case is sweet. It's got all this organization in here, so everything's got its own little spot, and it keeps them safe and protected as well, which I like. But for those of you that are interested in these live streams and like them, make sure you guys check out the Rumble ones, man. I tell you what, those are the better versions. Like, these are fun, just because chat's always entertaining, and like YouTube's algorithm and how it works is better. So we always get like newer people on here, which is fun, and like some of the comments are always entertaining. But the Rumble live streams are fantastic because I can say and do whatever I want. So I can grab the guns, I can show them, which is really, really neat. What's your favorite AR? It's over here. I can't show you because I'm not allowed to like touch anything here on YouTube, or it'll ban me. But it's the one I just built. Actually, I just filmed a video on it that will be posted next Friday. It'll be breaking the whole thing down. Nice collection. Love it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's something I've been working on for a while. It goes over a little bit more, and then there's another wall opposite of the camera, somewhat similar to this. Look at all those firearms just sitting there. Oh yeah, they're unfortunately, that's what firearms do when you can't use them at that given time. Can't shoot all of them at the same time. How are you? Love your videos. Thank you so much. I'm great. I appreciate that. been outside doing some work today. It was supposed to be warmer today. I was really hoping it was going to be like in the 70s, but it ended up only being like in the 50s, 60s today. So I figured I'd just come in and do this stuff because I wanted to clean out the garage, but it's still kind of chilly. I'm 16. I shot an AR-15 for the first time yesterday. Awesome. How was it? Did you enjoy it? I'm sure you'll probably be wanting to build one here soon. What's your favorite gun? My favorite one is that one. The P90 is my dream gun. It was one I always wanted. I finally got it last year. I love it. What's my favorite pistol? Probably the Dan Wesson DWX. The red grips right there. That's my favorite. Did you convert the room into a safe? No. So we built this house, and we built this specifically as an office/safe room. So my office space is over here on this side, and then this goes over the rest of the room with all the other guns, and it carries around to the other side. But no, we built this house 2 years ago, and when we were designing the house, we designed this room specifically. This was like one of the first things that we designed, and then we kind of built the house around it because we knew this had to be in here. When I first designed it, if you guys remember, if you followed the channel for a long time, when I first designed the room, all we had was this wall and like a couple guns, like not all these guns were on here yet. So it's been really fun to see, like watch the channel progression as the walls have changed and they've gone through, and I enjoy being able to go back and look at that. But yeah, this is the design of the room was fun. We did it with hold-up display. Your Saber is still one of my favorite builds. That's a good one. It's really simple, nothing too crazy. That's a good build. It was fun. It was with my cousin. Very cool, man. I'm glad you had fun with it. They are very enjoyable. P90s are great. Does that one have a fun switch? It does not, but it is an SBR, so it doesn't have the goofy looking barrel. Would love to see more videos on the Kuna. I have some shorts and a long form video on it if you're interested, if you haven't seen them, but that one's on the other side here, hanging up next to the crazy Ruger Volquartsen EMV. Awesome setup. Thank you so much. How many guns do you have? Quite a few. Did you do a proper earth ground around your house? Did you do a proper earth ground? I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Let me know what you mean by that. I'm curious. When building a house, I kind of wish you could build a house and live in it for free. Like, I wish there was some kind of program that would allow you to build a house, live in it, and then build your house that you actually want to live in. Because like, you think you know everything you want. And like, we lived in a couple different houses before we built this. So like, we kind of knew exactly what we want, but like, it's not until you build your house and you get into it, because we designed it, me and my wife designed it completely by ourselves. And as there's really nothing I would change, there's a couple things I would add to it. Like we love everything that we did to it, but there's a couple things I would have added, and maybe like I would have made it possible to add on later, because the way our house is designed and where it's located in the woods, there's not a lot of places to add on to the house. And when we built it, we only had 2 kids, and now we're gonna have 4 kids. So things have changed quite a bit since then when we were designing it. So you know, I wish you were able to build a house, live in it for a year, and then, but obviously that's financially basically impossible. Like it's hard enough to build a house, let alone do that. Do you have a 50 cal? Yeah, it's on the other side as well. I was joking, but something to look into. I have no clue what that is, so I'd love to hear what it is. And honestly, when it comes to like house building, what I was getting at actually with that was like, there's so many like little things that like I found out now. It's like, oh shoot, we should have done that. Oh, we should have done that. And like, maybe that's something we should have done. You got flintlocks. Boop, right there. Impressive collection. Freedom devices. Thank you. I appreciate it. Are you selling? No, I do not sell firearms. Is this real guns? Yes, they are real. Let me see. There you go. I'm in Texas. Want a bazooka? Oh, dude, bazookas are sweet. That'd be fun. Who doesn't want a bazooka? I mean, if we're being honest, like, it'd be cool to have one. All right. Whoever designed these Canon battery trays is a goober, and I'm not a big fan of you because it's so annoying to get open and shut. Okay, I can set this down now so we got everything out of it. And what's nice is then you have carrying handles here and here. You have a carrying handle here, and then you actually have a thing here that you can pull out, and then you can use the wheels on this side. So it's a super sweet case. I'm a big fan of Condition 1 stuff. I've been using their cases for 6 or 7 years now. They have good stuff. What is more of a weapon for self-defense, handgun or revolver? So there's a couple benefits of both. Handguns, what I would prefer. Revolvers are beneficial in the sense that they're very simple. There's not a whole lot to go wrong, and they usually work when you need them to, and like they don't have anything moving, like the slide moving back and forth. So if like you're tussling or fighting and you bury that gun into somebody, the slide's not moving, so like the gun is still able to function. So that's a benefit of a revolver. The downside is you obviously only have like 6 to 8 rounds, so the capacity isn't great, so that's never good. And the accuracy can be a little bit tricky because revolvers can be a little more odd to shoot. So especially if it's like a double action for your first shot. So I prefer the handgun, like a traditional semi-automatic, opposed to a revolver. More videos on the Kun. I can do that. What gun would you buy next? I don't know, man. I'm trying to think of which one I want to go next. I really want a Scar. I want a effing Scar. I'd like to do a build with that. I actually met with Benelli at NRA, and they just reached out to me yesterday about doing a build together. So I'm very, very excited about that because we're looking at maybe doing a 1301, and that is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I've had a lot of requests since doing that. We did a tandem cross, or not tandem cross, we did a S4 Raider from Orthos shotgun build, and everyone really enjoyed that. So we're going to do a 1301, I think, next. It's kind of the goal. It's what we'd like to do. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. That's what we want to do, but you know how it is. Sometimes plans don't ever go the way you want to. Handguns are good with clips. Yeah, they are magazines, but yes, they are. Do you have ventilation, heat, AC in the vault room? Yeah, no, it's all temperature controlled, and because you don't want it to be, you don't want a lot of moisture in here, so you want that temperature to remain the same. Love your channel, especially sharing Bible scriptures. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's great to hear those things because you always get some negativity with that. But I feel really called by God to share here on my platform. He gave me this platform. He gave me this business. He gave me all of this and the ability to share that stuff and be able to connect with people that I normally wouldn't connect with through social media and through this hobby that I have. So my intentions are to use that and to be able to share my relationship with God. And, the world's a goofy place, and I'm saved, and God has really changed my life, changed my family's life, and I want to share that, and I would love to help other people find that as well. What do you think is the best rifle for if you only can own one? So one I just built, I have a video dropping next Friday. It's right over here. Right there. But the video dropping here next Friday. Thank you for advice. I was thinking about getting one for my wife. That is good. Definitely get something for your wife and make sure she goes out, shoots, trains, and is comfortable with it. I'm 16 and building racing lawnmowers. You're going to be fast. Dude, that's awesome. It'll be a lot of fun. Have you any thoughts about the SIG P320 drama? I think they have an issue with their triggers, and they probably should get it fixed before they continue to mass produce too many more. But they need to, their marketing person, whoever was the one that decided to send that thing out saying oh, there's nothing wrong with our triggers, they're fine, was probably pretty silly because all the memes and everything else that blew up after that, not a good look. Senior close today. What state do you live in? Ohio. So it's colder today than we expected, but got my howitzer gear. Love their stuff. Wear their stuff all the time. What's your favorite AR-15 you own? I just showed it a little while ago. Tony Hawk. I am Tony Hawk. I wish I was Tony Hawk. I have a bigger collection if I was Tony Hawk. Man, some of these questions are pretty goofy. SIGs, so reference to that SIG question. SIGs are awesome. I like SIGs. I carry a SIG. I like their guns. Do they have an issue with the P320 and their triggers? Yes, there's an issue. Something's going on. The guns should not be going off like this. Now, what I will say is they're mass producing these things. There's millions and millions and millions in circulation. It's so how mad can you be that a couple of them
had some issues. Now, the problem is it's just a pretty gosh dang serious issue. That's where I think people are getting the most frustrated, is because, your gun shouldn't do that. That's not good. But
it really comes down to what SIG's going to come. How is SIG going to respond to this? Are they going to respond in a positive way and say, "Hey guys, listen, we understand there's something going on. We really don't think this is an us issue. Like, we're thinking there's some user error. Like, maybe one or two of these might be an issue, but like after getting these back for warranty, we're not seeing anything that's standing out to us." That would mean more than to them just posting and saying nothing's wrong with our stuff, and then buying these guys out and saying like, "Hey, we'll give you however much money to not say it's bad," which it just isn't gonna land right with this community. So I think that SIG is still one of the big dogs, and they will continue to be as long as they don't completely run this into the ground. Which one round is most popular? Probably 9mm is one of the most popular. 5.56, 223. What do you think of the Bull Armory Ultralight Pro? I love Bull Armory, dude. They're making some great stuff. Gives it 22. Nope. Please do a review on the Wilkinson Tactical CR12 magazine-fed shotgun. I'll have to look into that one and see if I can get one. You think the SIG Spear is overpriced? Yes. Yeah, most SIG stuff is overpriced. Like SIG has some freaking wild prices on some of their stuff. Like, they're good, but man, they really jacked the price up. What's up? Love the channel. Greens from Chicago. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. My late dad was a chief of police in Pickerington, Ohio, Southern Ohio. Go Bucks. OH, brother. How many strikes do you have currently? 1 strike. Hopefully we don't get any more, because we keep getting people saying things that aren't true, which is really, really frustrating. So I'd love it. I'd love it if people would stop doing that. Like, stop saying that I'm doing things that I'm not doing, or trying to get me in trouble for just doing crap that's not true. So people are trying to say that I'm selling firearms. I do not sell firearms. I've never sold firearms. This is my personal collection, me sharing my personal opinion about my collection and the guns that I test and review. So just so everyone knows, and they're very clear. The problem is we get people in here to comment, and they're like, "Can I buy this? Can I buy this?" And they're the ones that are causing the issue. And that's the reason my Telegram got deleted. I got permanently banned from Telegram, so I ended up starting a new one. So if you guys are interested and you missed my Telegram, go check that out, because we share a lot there, and that community was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that Telegram community, so I'm pretty frustrated that one got deleted, because we were just starting to really grow it into something fairly big. But I do not sell firearms. Never have. Never will. This is just my personal collection. Obviously, I'm not going to do anything silly that's like against the rules. And that's the thing, is the rules change a lot. So it's like, it's not like I'm like intentionally breaking any of the rules. And that's like, honestly, most people are in that situation where they're like, they're not intentionally breaking the rules. They're not intentionally trying to do something wrong. It's just, they change the rule. And then it's like, oh, suddenly like this is illegal now? Like, okay. Like, so I just got a gun or a video of mine age restricted and a bunch of stuff because it was me shooting full auto. It's like, okay, well, at the time I made that video, it wasn't a rule. So now it's a rule, and now my content's getting age restricted, which shows negatively to my channel. So it's just silly, because like those weren't rules back when those videos were posted. So I don't know if they should be like grandfathered in or how that should work, but I don't know. As long as it doesn't go negatively against my channel, I really don't care if you age restrict it, because the rule changes. Just as long as it doesn't like give me a strike of some sort and like, okay, hey, watch this guy because he's breaking the rules. And that's my fear, is it's just gonna like somehow negatively affect me. Ever use the IWI Tavor or TS12? Yes. So there's the Tavor, the TS12 is on the other side. Love them. Great guns. I love IWI's guns. They're so much fun. Have you heard any good things about Sonora Desert Institute? I've heard a lot of bad things. I've never worked with them, never done anything with them. I know there's a lot of drama with Grantham and what they were doing, but I also heard that like it was pretty transparent. Like it all was in their thing that they wrote that you signed. So like people just don't read fine print. So is it really your fault for not reading the fine print, or is it their fault for doing weird stuff? I don't know. I don't work with them. I don't use their stuff. I don't plan on ever going to Sonora Desert Institute. If they reached out to me and was like, hey, we'd like to run some ads, I probably would do them as long as I understood the whole process and how it works and stuff. It sounds like it's basically like a degree in gun smithing, but people are mad because like you didn't learn as much as you wanted to. But you know, as long as it's giving you what they're saying, they're not lying. Like some people are interested in that. Some people want to have a degree in that. I don't really necessarily think you have to have a degree in that. I think it's kind of silly to have a degree in that, but some people might want it. So I haven't dove super deep into it though. I stopped pursuing YouTube once I've seen how easy it is to get effed up. Yeah, man, it's crazy. YouTube's scary. Like it's an incredible career. It has obviously gotten me where I am now. It afforded us the ability to live here and have the collection I have. So I mean, I can't be mad at YouTube, because it's given me a lot of what I have now. But it is pretty scary for how quick, like how a lot of people can. Because I considered quitting my job last year to do this, and I didn't do it. And I'm glad I didn't, because it can just go away like that. And it's like, I have a really good job. I love where I'm at. I'm happy with love my boss. I love the people I work with, and I can see myself retiring there. But I'd be too afraid to lose that, what I have there, to then get this taken away just quickly by some people doing something stupid. I have 5 channels, tour up to 2 strikes with facilitating the sale. Yeah, it is crazy. Like facilitating the sale, like what a dumb thing. Like, and there's no way to fight it. That's the worst part. It's not like it can be like, okay, hey, I'm clearly not doing that. And then like they look at it and they're like, you're right, you're not doing it. And we're going to fix that and take it away. It's like, no, we don't really care what you say. And we clearly know you aren't doing it, but we're just going to say you are so we can give you a strike and get you off our platform. Like YouTube wants us off their platform. And it is what it is. Like, it's their platform. They can do what they want. You have to follow the rules. And I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay with following the rules, but you got to give me clear, concise rules and not change them constantly. And then they need to follow their own rules. And that's like the frustrating part, is because I'll follow the rules to a T. And then like they'll like, there's a gray area in the rule. They're like, well, we think that you're doing something illegal. Like I did a video of a gun where I was just shooting fast. And like, they're like, it's a full auto gun. I'm like, no, it's not. And they're like, well, we think it is and we don't care. And it's like, okay, like there's no checks and balances on their end, or I've had guns or videos where, like a magazine, they were like, this magazine is high capacity, it's illegal. It's like, no, it's not. This magazine came with the gun. Like this is a stock magazine. Like there's nothing high capacity about it, but because they think it is, and they just want to believe that, and that's what it is. And then it ends there. Like there's no like ability to be like, okay, no, it's not. It's just like, it is what it is, and they think it is, so that's what they want it to be. So it's kind of frustrating in that sense. I was thinking about getting a Galil. What caliber is the best? What are your thoughts on that? I don't have a Galil, and I don't know a ton about that platform enough to be able to give you a good information about it. If you don't want to talk about it, not a problem. How's it been having a channel and working for an agency? I haven't started a channel because of my agency. My agency has been incredibly good with it. My sheriff is awesome. I have a great boss, and I'm very open with him. I'm very transparent with him with what I do and how I do it, and he's been fantastic to work with. I know there's some horror stories of guys. I know guys that work for the State Patrol that have left recently because of how bad the State Patrol is and won't let them do things for their channels and stuff. And it's just sad because it's like, you know what? I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to improve my family situation, and I'm still doing my job. I'm still doing what I'm supposed to at my full-time job, but I can still have a second job as long as it doesn't like interfere in a way, But my sheriff's been incredible. He helps me any way that he can. Like if I need time off, they're very open about letting me have time off. So I can't complain at all about my career or my agency. But I will say some agencies do get pretty nitpicky. Now, when I first started, everyone would just make fun of me because like my channel wasn't big and I didn't really have anything. And I was just a goofball doing YouTube videos, and my videos kind of just stunk. So a lot of the guys just made fun of me for it, and it is what it was. I mean, I didn't really care that much, and I just kept working hard because I knew what I wanted it to be and what it could be, and essentially what it is today. And now, they still haze. They still make fun of me all the time, but it's a little more different because now it's a legitimate career. It's a job. It's an actual functioning business. So it's changing that aspect. But there's some people at my job that will try to complain and try to get me in trouble, and you're gonna have that. There's people that are negative people, and if they see somebody else succeeding in life, they want to bring them down to feel better about themselves. And I've had some instances in my job where that's happened. People try to complain and try to get you in trouble. I've had people saying that I'm downloading YouTube videos on my CAD, on my vehicle, which makes no sense. Why I would upload a video to my CAD to then upload it to YouTube when I have working internet in my home and I could just do it there and not have to transfer files like I'd have to bring my CAD in every day, connect my laptop and my phone and transfer everything over to my CAD to then take it out to my vehicle and then drive around when I have internet and upload. It makes no sense, but they tried to get me in trouble for that. But the good thing is too, your agency has control of all that. They can see exactly what you're looking up. But that's how people get in trouble half the time because they look up stupid stuff. But they can see everything I'm doing. They can track me. I have cameras all around my vehicle. I have cameras on me, so they can see and hear and basically watch every step that I make. So somebody tried to get me in trouble for that. Somebody tried to get me in trouble for like filming on duty. They said I was filming videos on duty, which again, like it would be pretty clear if I was because I'd be in uniform. And that wasn't happening. So just a handful of things. So you'll have individual people. It's as long as you're transparent and open with your bosses and they're okay with it, that's all that matters. But you will, as your business grows and it gets more successful in your channel and you're gaining things and it starts to monetize and you're having financial gain, you're gonna have people be pretty negative about it. So YouTube or UPS might be back. I just heard them honk. So they were here and he came out. He was in there forever and he came out. He's like, I cannot find your package. And then he just came back out. So I'm going to run out. I'm going to run out and see if that is him real quick. So give me just a second, guys. I'll be right back. Find it?
It was on the wrong stuff.
I appreciate you.
Yep, have a good one.
Have a good one. You too. All right, fantastic. Oh, cool. That's Ranger Point Precision stuff. I didn't know I was getting that. That is cool. We will talk about that during the live stream on Rumble. That's cool. Oh, let's see here. We're going to have to hop off here in a second. So I just wanted to jump on. They deleted my regular channel twice. Gave it back twice. That's crazy. It's kind of stupid how they do it. You can smoke weed on YouTube. Yeah, that's crazy. You can do some dumb stuff. Why do you have Vaseline on the pistol rack? It's for me to know and you to find out. This guy's surprised chocolates. I was way more menace society than anyone with a gun. Do you need a tax stamp for a run at SBA 4? No, you don't. CAD is tracked and monitored. Using CAD for personal reasons is going to absolutely get you in. Yeah, exactly. So that's the thing. Like, why in the world would I do it on my CAD? Like, that makes no sense. I literally have a device that's in my hand that I own that I can look and do whatever I want with. Why would I do it on my CAD? It makes no sense. And like, again, I have internet at my house, so I just come home and do it. People are haters. I get a ton of reports. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. The earlier you figure out in life, that people, the majority of people don't want to see you succeed, the better you will be. Like, there are great people and great friends and great just people in general that want to see you succeed, and high tide rises all ship, and they believe that, and that's a great thing. But there's a lot of people out there that do not want you to succeed. They'll say it right to your face, like, oh yeah, it's great, I love what you're doing, and then behind your back, they will dog you and try to bring you down as quick as possible. And I have had that in my workspace with people. You know, I've had employees that work right beside me that will, to my face, tell me how cool it is and how much they love it, and they want to be on the channel. I've had people tell me they want to be on my channel, and they want to start YouTube, and they ask me opinions about it, and I'll spend hours talking with them to help them, and then you find out later behind your back, you know, they're trying to get you in trouble for doing things. But again, it comes down to the fact that they're seeing that success and they're not getting that success and they don't like that, which will never make sense to me. If my success doesn't affect you at all, like if I'm taking from you to get success, I understand that. Like, I get that. And you should never do that. But if my success is just not affecting you at all, then maybe just let it go and focus on your own life and work on growing your successes and your life. You know, get better, focus on making your life better. For keystream, yes. Is it stressful being a cop? Yes and no. It's one of the coolest, best jobs I've ever done. I absolutely love it. I would never change it. I think God has put me there for a reason. I've been able to really interact with people in some of their worst times, with people I never would have been able to interact with, and talk with them and communicate with them and hopefully help some of them. And it's really good. And it's cool, especially when you're community policing. I love community policing. It's my favorite thing to do. And I'm not a very, like, I don't go out and write tickets. I'm not a big, like, I'll pull you over if you're driving too fast or you're being unsafe or you're reckless, but I'm not going to go out there and be like, your exhaust is too loud. Like, I'm going to write you a ticket. Or like, your tint is too dark. I'm going to write you a ticket. Like, I might stop you if you have like a bunch of violations. But I'm not that guy. Like, I don't see the purpose in that. It doesn't help anybody. I've stopped a lot of people where they're just having a bad day or somebody breaks down. And I had a lady like get out of her car and run around and like vomit because she was pregnant and she was late for work. And it's like, what kind of crap? Like, I've been late before. I felt sick before. I've all these things. I have kids, so I get it. Like, sometimes you run late. And like, what does it help me to write you a ticket to make you pay $150 and then send you on your way and just ruin what little bit of good day you might have had? Like, screw that. Like, I just don't see the purpose in that. Now, there are times and places that somebody deserves a ticket. Someone's being reckless. Someone's causing other people to potentially get harmed. There's a lot of situations. Like, I had people driving, I think one of the fastest we caught up to was 130. He was in a Ferrari. Why he stopped, I have no clue. It was like 134, I think. It was crazy. It was on the highway. And it's like, there's no reason for that. Like, to drive that fast when there's other people and families. And the problem is a lot of people just have not seen they haven't seen the outcome of an accident that has happened because of someone like that. So they don't know, and maybe it's not their fault so much, but it is in the sense that they're doing it. But because, first responders or law enforcement, or whoever sees the outcome of those accidents and has to see them weekly and sometimes daily, you have a different outlook on it. And that's why there's a lot of like hard charging cops out there that write tickets for everyone that's speeding. It's because they went to a really bad call. And if they would have stopped that person from speeding, they would have prevented that family from dying. And they think like, okay, if I stop everybody from speeding, then I'll prevent every death that could happen. And like, I get it. And like, it's a good mindset. But there's obviously a happy medium in there somewhere. But that's one hard thing is a lot of times, and a lot of guys will be like, oh, you see things and stuff like that. And I'm not trying to be that guy at all. Like, I'm not trying to be that dude. But with this career field, you see different things that not the normal person sees. Your adrenaline goes numerous times a day, and that's not normal. Your adrenaline will go, for a normal person, I'd have to look it up, but it's a really low amount. Like, your adrenaline dump will happen like once a week or once a month or something really low. But for law enforcement on shift, it can happen numerous times in a single shift. And I've had that before. You'll get sent on a person with a gun call and your adrenaline spikes and you drive high speed to that case and then ends up not being anything and everything settles down. And then you go to a car accident, your adrenaline goes back up because you're driving high speed to get to this accident and it's a bad accident and you're seeing just sad things and your adrenaline's up and down. So it's a job that has a lot of ups and downs. It has a lot of pros. I really love my job. Unfortunately, the community in the world right now and the viewpoint of law enforcement isn't great. So that kind of is the downside and that makes it not as much fun. But definitely need to have a good hobby if you're in law enforcement and a good way to be able to alleviate stress. Thank you for answering. You're welcome. Guns are better investment than gold. Maybe not better investment, but they're a good investment. This one of the good cops. Thank you. I appreciate that. And that's the thing. You got to, like, I could just go out there and do my job and do whatever, but I want to use this platform to be able to share that. And hopefully, what's the word I'm looking for? Wow. I cannot think of the word what I'm thinking of. I want to be able to have other people think like, okay, maybe I should do that as well. What? No, influence. I want to be able to influence other people to be better cops. Keep up. We need more people like you. Thank you so much. I need to get through these chats. What is the gun on the right side of the Vaseline? That's a full conceal folding Glock, so it folds. And that one is a Smith & Wesson 2.0. Sometimes it's better to educate someone than to write a ticket. 100%. I do that a lot. And I have a lot of guys that will like back me up or something. They'll go call. They're like, why in the world do you write that guy a ticket? And it's like, that guy already hates cops. Like, that guy already is having a bad day or whatever. It's like, do you think me writing him a ticket is going to help anything? Or is it me being like, hey, man, that was incredibly unsafe. Like, here's what could have happened and what we're having. We're having a lot of head-on collisions here on this road. That's why you see the rumble strips in the middle of the road. Like, I understand you're late for work and it's a long, boring road and I get that and you want to pass a couple people, but you're driving 80 miles per hour in your Porsche and you're being incredibly unsafe. And these are the outcomes of what your actions can be. And, just last week we had that happen. And I don't want to see you be put in that situation. situation. And I'm just going to give you a warning today. You know, obviously you have a lot going on, and you're late or whatever, but I'm going to give you a warning today. But if I see it again and I come across you again, I'm going to write you a ticket. But I just want you to be safe, and I want everyone else to be safe because my family and friends drive these roads as well. So, and sometimes it's just that education that then changes someone's mind. They're like, man, you know what? That guy was right. Like, I really should be a lot more safe. And we all forget about it. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say I've never sped before. I'm not going to say that I don't have tint that's a little too dark. I don't have my exhaust is stock, but I've had a truck with a lot of exhaust before. So it's like, it is what it is. I'm not holier than thou. And that's kind of the mindset a lot of these cops have is I'm better than you. And I don't like that. I think it's stupid. I think it's stupid. I don't like it. Fireworks can be a good hobby. Sure, man. Tear it up. Tint too dark. That's me. Yeah, dude. It is what it is. It's I like my privacy, and window tint's pretty cool, and it gets hot in the summer, so it does a lot of cool things. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that. Who would I be to write someone a ticket for that? All right, I gotta hop off here because I need to get on this Rumble live stream and get that out of the way. Somebody, I think my cameras went off, so I need to figure out who that was too because my family's not home, so somebody's here. And the UPS guy just dropped off, so it shouldn't be him. So maybe it's FedEx. Maybe FedEx is trying to be him. But appreciate you all. Hope you guys have a great weekend. If you want to hop on Rumble, I can see you guys there. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much.